It's a real doctor, not some woman who come from the strip club background, perpetrating, lying. That dude she talking about is AI.
What dude?
She said she in a relationship where she been getting bust down for 5 years. She got caught in a lie.
Oh, wow.
She got caught in a lie. First, she act like she had multiple partners. Then she not only did she lie about this dude, she act like something was wrong with him.
Legendary comedian Corey Holcomb chimes in once again on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and he was the original person to call her out for being a hypocrite because she was purporting herself to be a doctor online, and he says she is not a doctor at all. And in this audio right here, man, Corey Holcomb exposes some more about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, says he known about her being involved in strip club activities, and he is baffled as to how she was able to manipulate podcasters to let her come up there, spew her nonsense, and nobody challenges her. And he says that, hey, most of those guys are simps. Most of those guys aren't really built for the streets. And he says the only person that really pressed her was Paul Pierce. And once she was pressed, the real her came out. And now everybody sees what Corey Holcomb has been saying about this woman for quite some time, man. Hey, this is Culture Scholars. We're going to get right into it.
But it's all part of the game. Like, look, we was talking about the broad who got caught up on Paul Pierce show. Darlene, you might not know, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She, everybody can see the lie now. But I don't understand, how was she able to lie to you in the beginning? And you expect me to have respect for you. This is what I'm trying to say. There's a different type of man, a different type of woman out here you can't pull it on. But it's an abundance of people who give people credit for what they say, even though they ain't got no proof they are what they say. And I actually don't like those people, because they help people like that fake doctor become popular, because you are lame. You're not qualified to have a conversation with a slick ass bitch from the streets. You're gonna get ran over every time. I mean, this ain't people you hate all the time who have conversations with a slick bitch from the streets. Like, I love Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon helped me in my career. But when I saw Nick Cannon talking to the doctor bitch, I'm like, Nick Cannon trying to be a gentleman. When I saw Cam Newton talking to the doctor bitch, I say, trying to be a gentleman.
Sucker for hoes.
You see what I'm saying?
Or their PR is paying a lot of money. Maybe she got good PR. Maybe they're paying to get her.
And every woman on a podcast sound like you, D.
What do you mean?
All the women
No, because what else does
want to
she have
say
out there?
something to justify who this lady is.
I didn't even know her from a can of paint. Do you know
I
that?
believe you don't know her from a can of paint, but like you
'Cause
just
I don't
said,
follow none of those
maybe heard
buzzword people.
this.
I don't
Have you
follow.
heard the women on almost every podcast that's sitting around with guys? I'm not talking about you, D. I'm just saying.
I'm not
You
talking about
have
them.
grace for a bitch, and the
No,
bitch ain't shit.
I don't have grace for her, especially her. I'm saying that when people, didn't we just question that? Because we were like, how is it, Craig had actually said, how is it that she's getting on all these shows, right?
Because cake ass niggas, and they look, don't nobody want to claim being a cake ass nigga. What is a cake ass nigga? Can we get a definition of a cake ass nigga first?
But I'm saying, what is it that she's actually promoting other than, I was just saying that
All her websites go to beg pages. She wants a donation.
You got to coin
Hey, you don't
that.
think she's paying to like be on
gotta coin
any of
that.
those shows?
Say that again,
You
Craig.
got to coin bag pages.
No, Darlene, she don't have to pay to go on them shows. The lames want her to be on their show for one reason or another.
They trying to fuck. Period.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you that her messaging is okay, as far as like Her whole game is trauma bonding. That's all manipulative females can use to gain power, is basically pivoting off people's abuse by men over their lives, over their lifetime. Everybody has been abused by some type of man, whether it's physically, emotionally, in some way. So she's just using trauma to bond, she's just trauma bonding with people.
She talked to niggas who ain't fortified.
Right.
And good buzzword talk. See, a lot of those kind of people that claim themselves life coaches, doctors, therapists, it's a lot of buzzwords, and people fall for that lately. I'm like,
she talked to people, especially men, who are not fortified in this motherfucking game called the streets. And I ain't talking about killers and all like that. I'm just talking about motherfuckers who really had to come up out these streets. It's not easy to run it on them. So she's been able to shine in front of people that are on the simp side of the game. And I know they're gonna be mad at me, but what are you doing talking to a bitch about nothing? I ask any man that, what is you doing talking to a bitch where I'm finna sit down with a bitch and have a conversation with her? What could possibly be found out from a bitch? Now, there are women out here that have something to say. I put them on my show. I love a woman with elegance and knows how to conduct herself in a way that's respectable. You would feel stupid disrespecting them. But here's a bitch who has disrespected every man I ever seen her in front of, including Paul Pierce in the beginning. She wasn't even on the show 5 minutes before she started being disrespectful to him and yicking it up.
But Paul, I love Paul
With the other brawl. No, Paul Pierce, he tried to be a nice guy for a minute, but Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them niggas I seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a motherfucker supposed to talk to a bitch, and she just hung herself. Cause she didn't have an answer. She created an AI nigga and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual, this so-called dude that she say exists. That dude don't exist. Y'all, for all the lames who don't know, that dude don't exist. She had a girl that she used to call her security. That's where her work been. And she ain't gonna talk about it. The streets told me a lot about this girl, and I ain't even been talking about it. The girl burned people's clothes and everything. I know about you. Want me to tell you why? Because I know a lot of people used to hang out in the strip club. They know you. I told y'all this broad from the strip club. I told y'all. But everybody want to act like the big bad black man is talking crazy. In fact, I want to bring up the most awkward thing I went through was when I was at the radio in Atlanta. I was up there with this dude, I think his name was Ryan Cameron. He was caking for this broad so bad. And I tried to be nice because he's not qualified to talk to real people.
Right.
The man act like I was dogging the broad out, and I'm like, you don't even know this bitch. This bitch ain't even got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while sucking pussy. I dare somebody, I ain't got to say her name, we all know who it is. She extort the weak while sucking pussy. That's what she do. You ain't never been up against no motherfucker like me in no debate, because I do you worse than Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a good guy. And while you and the other girl on Paul Pierce show, they was yucking, yuck, because women yuck with a bitch they know ain't shit.
And which one was first? Was it Paul Pierce or
You know what that's called,
or,
right?
Hold on.
Cam Newton's?
No.
Because she did Cam Newton
Cam
all
Newton
foul,
was
too.
trying to be a gentleman.
Did he come after that show, Paul Pierce's show? Or
No, he came first. If you ask me, Cam Newton's show is what blew her up when she was disrespectful to Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And the bitches was like, yeah, girl, get him. Yeah, girl, get him. And this bitch ain't coming with nothing but cap. She capping about everything she talking about. It was the sister who came on my show who was telling everybody that low vibrational is not, she's not describing it right. She's not nothing but a gaming ass bitch like Paul Pierce say from Long Beach. Know what you say?
Ain't no Baiduisms in science. You talking about low vibe? That's American
That's another buzzword. They're
That's
all
some
like
shit.
that, yeah.
But look, you know what these niggas have?
What do you call it when the two girls yuck with each other just to try to keep the sisterhood together? Is it a word for that?
It's just two people manipulating each other.
That's a major indictment against her in my eyes. Them yuck bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. You know this bitch ain't shit. You know this bitch ain't shit, but you yuck with her. I don't like that. This woman is a straight deviant. And you are yucking with her just for the sisterhood. I call that out now. So if a woman, I don't let just any woman be up on me like that as I'm older and wiser. The way the world works now, it ain't even really gotta be a stranger. Somebody around you that ain't normally around you, you have to establish what do you want.
Right. But
You can't just let them kick it and just play it off like, oh, they there. If they around you and they come in your space, you have to be like, what do they want? Because somebody like that fake doctor lady will come in your space, lie to you, and then act like you did something to her. Because she went on the Breakfast Club and slandered me.
Or did she?
Yeah, she was up there. She said I'm
I don't
dirty.
remember.
She said
Yeah, I don't
all
remember
kind
what
of
she
stuff
said.
like that. Talked about I don't got no relationship with my kids and all that. I was like, what is she talking? This is straight slander. I could sue her.
Right.
But I checked out that estate that she claimed. Bitch, you ain't got shit. Corey Holcomb, no. I got all the information on my phone about you. I did the research on you, little bum ass bitch. I know you a bum. That's why I ain't came after you. These motherfuckers be bums, but they got a mic and they get to lie and say this. And then the cake ass niggas have them on their show and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you know how many respectable women are out here in this world? And you can have respectable women that deserve to shine on your show, but no, y'all fuck with these trap queen bitches who perpetrate like they are a doctor. They're nothing. I have a doctor on my show. In fact, the doctor that come on my show it's easy to see her accreditation. It's online and everywhere else. It's a real doctor, not some woman who come from the strip club background, perpetrating, lying. That dude she talking about is AI.
What dude?
She said she in a relationship where she been getting bust down for 5 years. She got caught in a lie.
Oh, wow.
She got caught in a lie. First, she act like she had multiple partners. Then not only did she lie about this dude, she act like something was wrong with him.
It's like a beta.
You should have saw it. I was like, she is creating a scenario where a man that's AI is not got his shit together. It's scary that people let people like that sit next to them and talk. Look, she talked bad about a nigga that don't even exist.
That's some fun.
He's not ready. He's this. I'm like, who?
He ain't coming out
Because
till he
if
get
you had somebody, he would be trying to take advantage of this shine you've been getting because he know it ain't gonna last long because you lie all the time. Let me say that again so it hit. If she had a dude that would tolerate somebody like her, he would have stepped to the forefront so he can get some shine while it lasts, because we know it ain't gonna last because she lied about her whole existence.
Right.
He'll be like, bitch, you up there telling people you a doctor? I'm gonna say something too. I want to be famous too. She ain't got nobody who finna sit back like a boy who can't come outside and not step up.
I know her dude. His name is Jack GPT.
You're stupid.
What's going on, Jack?
One thing about this internet game, man, if you come into this space and you lying and you manipulating and you perpetrating the fraud and you presenting yourself to be something that you're not, and if you err on the side of controversy, people are gonna dig into your past and they're gonna find out whether you're authentic or not, especially when you're talking about relationships, love, life, marriage, what men and women shouldn't be doing. Listen, people are gonna expect for you to practice what you preach. Now, Corey Holcomb called Dr. Cheyenne Bryant out years ago on the Zoe Williams show. Remember, that's when their first introduction. She was on Zoe Williams' show talking about she was the head of the NAACP. Well, she actually was the head of the NAACP, I think the Los Angeles branch at the time, or she used to be at the time. And Corey called her out asking Zoe Williams, was she actually a doctor? And Zoe Williams said no, and Corey Holcomb called her out ever since then. Now, she made her way to the internet space. She made her way to the relationship side. Listen, if you want to blow up on YouTube, we already know, man. If you want to pop off on YouTube, jump up on YouTube and start talking about relationships. That's a way to blow up, especially if you're bashing black women or if you're bashing black men, especially if you're bashing black men, right? Especially if you're talking about black relationships, how dysfunctional they are, how, our marriage rates suffer and things like that. You're going to pop off easily, right? But the pot can't talk about the kettle, man. You can't talk about how dysfunctional everybody else is when you're actually dysfunctional yourself. You're not married. She's in her 40s. No children. No man has, chose her to be with her, except for this, dude that Corey Holcomb says is an AI dude that she says she's lying about, right? So in this situation right here, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant put herself in a pickle because you're judging everyone. You're 42 years old. We already know how the wall works. We already know how biological clocks work, right? You're a high-risk pregnancy right now. All of these years are going by. Nobody has chose you. You have not been married. You have not, been engaged. You ain't had no children. And Corey Holcomb and Paul Pierce put it out there that, hey, man, you're for the streets. Paul Pierce put it out there, you're from Long Beach. We already know how you get down. Corey Holcomb put it out there that he done got some information on her that she was in the strip club game. I don't know if she was a stripper. I don't know if she was the chick at the bar talking to dudes trying to get free drinks or whatever. But at some point, you're in that strip club game. Hey, closed legs, don't get fed. We already know how that works, right? So she's for the streets. Now she's trying to put herself out there as a person that's really a bleeding heart, looking for love, judging everyone, telling everybody what they should be doing, telling everybody what they shouldn't be doing, when you're not even living that way. You don't even come from that lifestyle. How the hell did she become the head of a branch of the NAACP? Talk about, allegedly sleeping your way to the top. Whoever put her in that position at the NAACP, maybe she should have married him, but it seems like she likes young dudes. But, according to Corey, it's an AI. And I got to say this, man, maybe, just maybe, we got to start boycotting podcasters and females giving relationship advice who don't have relationships, who are not married, who don't have children. You can't tell everybody else what they're doing wrong when you ain't even living the lifestyle. You can't tell anybody else how to conduct themselves during a marriage when you ain't living the lifestyle. You can't tell everybody else what they should and should be doing pertaining to relationships, marriage, how they get down, children out of wedlock, children in wedlock, when you ain't even got kids yourself. You don't even know what you're doing out here. You don't even have the experience lived to tell people which way they should be going or which way they shouldn't be going, man. So we got to start, looking for receipts and digging into people's backgrounds a lot sooner before they get on these platforms and start making all this money, through interviews, because I'm pretty sure Dr. Cheyenne Bryant gets paid for interviews. She's not going up there for free. If she is, then maybe she's got a bigger plan and she's trying to get a play going to where she can get her own platform and start giving out relationship advice to people online through YouTube, Instagram, and things like that. But I think she's getting paid. But, hey, man, That's my take on it, man. Listen, like Craig said, ain't no Baduisms in science. So, what's the science behind her? She's a master manipulator, man. We got to be honest about that, man. But that has been this video, man. Look, shout out to Corey Holcomb. Shout out to you guys. This is Culture Scholars. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you into the content, we are a new channel trying to build from scratch. Hey, take this ride with me, man. We on a journey. And that's all we got for you, man. We out.